good? Maybe? There's the mic. I don't know. I'm always a little self-conscious when I get on camera, especially because I have to like look down so you can like see this a lot more easier than when it's like this. My eyes always look good though. I'm okay with that. So, let's talk about today's video. So, one of the spontaneous, I guess spontaneous, adventures we went on in VR chat. I don't remember why exactly we were talking about this. We were talking about the spectrum of like what people would be in within our group, with the understanding that tanks was like the most wholesome and they'd be on like one end of the spectrum. And we were kind of curious where everyone else would be, right? So Graphic linked us a test. He linked everybody a test. It was in the Discord, and we all took it. And so that's what this video is going to be, because obviously I am one of the most pure people you will ever meet. Stop laughing. Stop laughing. Okay. Hold on. We're gonna transition. One second, because I'm gonna have to flip this like this. Turn that, see what I mean? Like when I'm like this, combine with the, and I know I need to trim. We'll get there. Hang on. Hold on. Point is, we're gonna take this test and we're gonna be like the most lawfully good, period. That's what that means, actually, because look. We're gonna jump straight into it. Now, this is supposed to be, and part of the reason I'm doing this is because we haven't done a test on the channel in a while, so you can play along in the comments below with your own answers if you want to. But supposedly, this test it's fairly decently long, but it also makes you kind of think a bit too. And you're not supposed to be shooting for any specific answer, so I'm already cheating because I kind of am, because I am a cinnamon roll. There we go. So here we go. We're just let's see, relationship to family. Oh, I gotta make sure everything's in. Yeah, okay, so everything should be visible. Here we go. Family elders are expressing disapproval of you to the rest of the family. Well, that sucks. Do you accept the criticism and change your ways, seek a compromise with the elders, besmirch the reputation of the elders as you ignore their scorn, silence the elders any way you can? Let's see here. Well, that's just mean. So we're just gonna have to silence the elders any way we can. It doesn't just mean it's a violent silence. It just means that perhaps they lose their social media rights and their accounts, possibly. Would you give up a promising career to aid the family in a time of need? Absolutely. At least my immediate family, yes, absolutely. That's a pretty easy one. That's a no-brainer. That's, yeah. I like my immediate family at least. Would you betray a family member to advance your own career? Depends on the family member, because there's some family members I would absolutely, without guilt, the people like I said, my immediate family, the nuclear family as they call it. No, not even. But this could extend to the whole entire branch. This could branch so in that case, look, you know who you are, and you would deserve it. So don't even. All right, I would, yeah, absolutely. Do you respect the leaders of your family? Does our family have leaders? I respect my mother. If we're talking like a general, the entire tree. Oh, this test is gonna make me look terrible, ain't it? Okay, hang on. It's leaders plural, so it's talking about more than one, and if that's the case, they're out of touch. Again, you know who you are. Do not make me come after you. If your family had arranged a marriage with someone loathsome, you would flee. Oh, I'm supposed to be reading the, I guess, the things. Go through with it. Proud to serve your family. I just saw flee. It's a meet. I'm not going to change my mind, probably. Go through with it. Proud to serve your family. Agree, hiding your reluctance. Subtly work against the union, or flee. I'm out. Bounce. Later. I'll see you later. You're estranged from a family member. Estranged. No longer close or affectionate with someone, alienated. Oh. You're no longer close to someone with affection or alienated from a family member. On his deathbed, he seeks reconciliation. Do you speak to him, but hold your ground, refuse to speak to him, discuss your estrangement openly and without rancor, or actively seek reconciliation and heed his dying words? See ya. Peace, kid. That's all that is. All right, relationship to friends. Okay, so this one should probably be a bit more challenging because I got good friends, I'd say. A powerful but corrupt judge. This is already starting off great. Offers you wealth if you testify against a friend. Do you condemn your friend and take the money? Take the money and testify, but try to keep your testimony ineffective. Oh, that's funny. Refuse the offer and refuse to testify, or testify on your friend's behalf, no matter the consequences. This is an interesting one because I kind of like this one. I'll take the money and I'll testify, but I'll make sure my testimony is ineffective and useless. So in other words, you'll think it's good. I'll make sure to make it seem like it's a great testimony, but it's actually just gonna not hurt my friend at all, and I get money. So, you know, I feel like it's a win-win. Because in all scenarios, my friend's getting, like, they're getting, you know, testified against, or they're on court, basically. Also, they're a corrupt judge. They're corrupt. Okay, so I'm not gonna even feel guilty at that point. There's no moral like compass going, oh, but you took money and they're corrupt. I don't care then. Look, I'm pure. I am. Do you become close to friends or hold miss people? Most people at a safe distance. Safe distance. You know, maybe I should have not rolled out of bed and decided to go working on projects and videos. Maybe I should have done, you know, the breakfast or literally anything else. Let's see. I have an abundance of close friends. I have some close friends. I have a few close friends. I keep people at a distance. It depends. At first, I'll keep people at a distance, kind of get a feel for how people are. And then when like the comfortability, I think that's the same. I think that's like the case for like most anybody though. Well, except maybe like for like super extroverts, I imagine, maybe. But even then, I feel like they're not dumb with just being extroverted, right? Like you kind of feel a crowd out and stuff, and people out a bit. As in you, what's the words I'm looking for? Like as people, you kind of get an idea for kind of how they are, what you can and can't maybe, you know, joke with or say or do and stuff like that. And then as you warm up to them, you become closer friends because of that. And then you have memories and the whole thing. So I think everybody starts at keeping people at a distance. And then as you find out that they're an okay person, or at least a person that's okay by your standards, they'll get there. So I think that's fine. Have you ever betrayed a friend? I've done so more than once and sometimes get away with it. I've done so once. I've been tempted to do so, but I've never gone through with it. And I'd never contemplate such a thing. I've done so more than once, and I get away with it. No one I know now, though. That's the thing. No one I know now, but I've definitely done that in the past. And you know what? It's one of those things where it's they kind of deserved it. I'm not gonna get into it, but I'm just saying like there's a couple of these that I'm kind of feeling some kind of way because it's like, yeah, I did it, and I'm justified, at least because I say so, right? Am I a bad person? I'm not a bad person. I'm just not spiteful. Sometimes. How do you view lifelong commitment to a single romantic partner? I'm waiting to find such a romance. Such a romance would be ideal if it's achievable. I worry that's not an I'd. That's just eyes? Do I have them? I worry I'd miss out on what others have to offer. Tie yourself to one person. Huge mistake. You've never ran a 3-legged marathon before. We have to hold the spoon with the egg while your one leg is tied to someone else's leg. It can be kind of adventurous. How do I view? So we're talking about a situation, like, are we talking about a situation where like we're already in said commitment? Well, then this answer wouldn't make sense. I'm not sure if I'm understanding the question correctly, but I would say that would be ideal. Like, sure, in the future? I don't know. Yeah? I don't know. I don't know what this question is asking. Maybe I should have actually properly woken up, or maybe I should have actually gotten decent sleep. That would have been a great idea if I actually slept. Yeah, but oh well. I'm gonna say, I don't know, because like I don't think I like, you know, like down the road or whatever, you know. Sure, one of these two, I guess. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Tiger toe, let him go. How does it go? We're just gonna stick with that one. All right. Do you insist on repayment when lending money to friends? Yes, and I read up a contract so there's no misunderstanding. Wow, dang. Yes, but I try to be flexible about the exact terms. No, although it's nice to be repaid. No, they just owe me a favor. So historically, no, I don't really care. A lot of my friends, if not just about every friend that I've known, is pretty good with money. So if they actually need money, something's happened. So usually it's just like, you know what, it's, you know, if you pay it back, it's whatever. But no, because something like I don't really have those friends that are coming around like once every week, like, yo, do you have like $100? And it's like, why do you need another $100? I don't want to get into your business, but at the same time, you know, it's becoming a weekly thing, and then it becomes a daily thing. It's like, you know what I mean? For the most part, it's just like if someone actually is in a situation where it's like, oh, you need money, you're pretty good, something's wrong, so you know what, here you go, something just go on. The flip side of that is debts and paying those back, and you know what, I am a man of my word, and I repay every debt. It might take longer than initially planned, but it will happen eventually. Or it's supposed to. I'll try. Are you in touch with childhood friends? No. Let's see. Yes, we correspond regularly. Yes, we try to keep in touch. No, I move around too much. No, I don't have anything in common with them anymore. I guess it depends on what you consider childhood, because there's like a few high school friends that I still talk to quite regularly. But not like childhood, like grew up, like elementary school, middle school. No, I couldn't even tell you any of their names. Oh, relationship to the community. Ah, yes, the kingdom. All right, let's see. Do you donate time and money to improve the local community? Absolutely. Yes, the needs of the community are my top priority. Yes, I donate as much as I can. What's my own needs? Well, actually, that's probably the right answer. No, I don't have enough time or money to spare. No, my local community would be a waste of time and money. Why would I have a kingdom and not take care of it? As my own needs are met, because I think that's one of the things I've talked about when it comes to like YouTube, for example. If YouTube ever popped off, it would be kind of boring to watch, because I'm not a very materialistic person. So if it ever did take off, and as such I got a lot of money from doing YouTube, it's going to like 3 places, right? First, I'm paying off college and all those debts, right? Second, I'm putting like a bit aside, like every paycheck would be like a bit every year would go aside, so I could dump it on charities, especially going into the holidays at the end of the year. And then the rest I'm just dumping on friends and people. That's where all the rest of that money's going. I don't really have a lot that I want to spend money. If I did, I wouldn't still be editing videos with Windows Movie Maker from 2016, from 5 years ago. And I wouldn't be using a Photoshop that's from like 2010 to make my thumbnails if I was really materialistic. I had to get... I don't even know where my phone is, but I had to get a new phone because I was on a phone from 2016 where the battery was cracking and peeling, and actually a fire hazard, an actual fire hazard. So my family got me a new phone for Christmas because I just don't, it's not, you think I look this bad if I spend money on myself? But yeah, I'd love to dump money on other people. That's why some of y'all know who you are. I don't know if any of them are watching, but y'all know who you are. Y'all got to start streaming, or you need to get back to streaming, because then you can get affiliate, and then I can dump money on people. But I mean, some of them have donation, but some of y'all have donation buttons. But you could also, you know, just get affiliate and then make it easier, and then there you go. Just all the people in the TTT videos where the pinned comment is like the links to all of their stream. Go follow them. Maybe each other, you know, there you go, just and there we go, and then that can happen, and then I can do that, but I can't do that, and hey, you with the attitude, yeah, I am calling you out, you need to get to it, because then that's how that works. Hey, put the finger down, yeah, Yeah, you, right there in the back. Yeah, I see you too. Yeah, stop it. Do it. Do it now. It's an order. That is an order. You have to obey it now. Your community is threatened with invasion. Like from space? I think we got a problem there. I mean, I live in like a city, so if we're getting invaded, that's pretty bad. Do you help defend it to your last breath? Man the barricades with the rest of the community. Flee as soon as things look grim. Oh, we're Ruby now. Gotcha. Cut a deal with the invaders and act as a spy. Can you imagine cutting a deal with some aliens and be like, yo, okay, look. This is called the stratosphere. And there's clouds and stuff, right? Cloud covering is going to be great. Like, I guess they're not talking about aliens. It could be just neighboring countries, to be honest. But I don't... I think I don't want to act like we're the only country that would happen to, but if we're getting invaded, not attacked, but straight up invaded, it's most likely one of the other, like, big, countries, I should finish that word, we might be in some real trouble, because that might be like a world war that's going down. Let's just put it that way. I'll just leave it at that. Defending to my last breath. I'm not going to have a kingdom and not defend my subjects, okay? So there you go. You're welcome. If you were injured and required immediate assistance, would members of your home community agree to help? If you mean like my immediate home, probably. Yes, because they know I do the same for them. And yeah, I mean, yes, because I'm generally well liked. Probably not because I'm distrusted by the powers that be. Definitely not. I've made some enemies here. If we're talking about the community at large, like the local community, the answer is actually probably not. Not because I made enemies though, but it still would be not. If we're talking about here at home, that would be probably the case. Do you respect the laws and authorities in the community? Yes, without question. Yes, they're generally the best way to govern. When it suits me, there's still some laws I don't agree with. I don't pay attention to the authorities. They've got no hold on me. I mean, I am king. The rules are my rules. That's how it works. I make the rules. The pool is off limits after 10 p.m. Did people listen? No. Am I gonna have to start putting electric eels in the pool at night? Yes. And then it'll work itself out. Let's see. I don't pay attention to the authorities, or when it suits me, there are some laws I just don't agree with. This is gonna make me look terrible. Keep going. Do members scroll. There we go. Do members of the community shun, avoid, or mock you? Yes, their small minds can't handle anyone outside of the norm. Some do, because I don't always fit in. No, I'm generally seen as normal. No, I set the standard for what normal my community. Oh, yes, it's obviously this one. This is, if you go to the entire community, and this is the entire neighborhood and the city at large, it's all a variation of me, actually. Except for the hat, because apparently no one on Earth owns this hat. This is actually now officially my hat. Cool. First and only merch. There you go. It's really cool because it has a G on this side of it too. I used to wear it forward a lot more, and then I turned it backwards to open my face up more, and then everyone started losing their eyes. So, you know, there's no correlation, I hope, but it, you know, it might be possible. Let's see. This one's a because I like to go and run a 5K from time to time as like my workout, because I was in track. That's what I did in high school. I was on the track team, I was on the cross country team. I like running long distances, just getting a nice playlist. Is usually just Linkin Park, Hybrid Theory, and Meteora back to back, and just going for that run down at like maybe the waterfront, or there's a couple other locations. Here's my problem. Before the lockdown, if you're running and you see someone else and you're running, sometimes you do like the head nod, or maybe you even wave or something, and you say good morning, because I usually run at like 7 in the morning, get it over with, so I get home, shower, lose my voice for an hour, and pass out for like 3 hours, and then wake up and be like, hey, there's actually still some day left because I got up early. Yes. Good old asthma. Now, anyways, it's weird because that wasn't like it's weird. Because I don't, maybe when especially when it's cold weather, so I'm wearing like my hoodie, I have like a winter mask because my face would get cold when it's like really cold, when like your battery would die on your like Walkman in 4 minutes. It's like, it's not even snowing, but it might as well be. Here's the problem. You know how many people would look me in the eye? I'd be like, you know, hi, or like good morning, and they would like turn the other way as they went by. I'm not saying that those people were necessarily like the rudest of people, but That seems sus. I don't know how to describe that, but it's just like, oh hey, good morning. It's like they don't see me. It's like they don't see me at all. And it got worse after lockdown, because after lockdown, you know, you have unfortunately have the debate with the mask and stuff, and so then you had people looking at people cross-eyed if they were wearing. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. This question brought up some stuff. Apparently, their small minds can't handle anything outside the norm. I am the trendsetter. You're welcome. Would you stand for office or seek to represent the interests of the community in some public? Absolutely not. To do so would be an honor. No, of course. It's everyone. No, only if no one else could handle the job. No, I don't want to be. Yeah, let's no. Relationship to king and country. Ah, so me. Finally, your country is racked with famine. Would you share what food you had with others? Eat as little as possible yourself and share the rest. Steal what food you need to survive. Steal as much food as possible and sell it back to the community at a high price. This test is gonna make me look horrible. We're stealing the food we need to survive. And then if I ever get like rich or whatever, I'll just give back. Just maybe I'll keep a note. Okay, I stole from such and such. When I got it, I'm just gonna go just give them money to make up for it. But like if we're talking survival, we're not talking for fun. We're not talking just because. We're talking survival. Look. If offered enough money, would you slip a poison in your king's drink? Why would I poison myself? A. B, we're talking, okay, even if we're talking scenario, like, what if I like the king? What if the king is like one of said friends, right? It's King Tanks. I'm not slipping a poison in Tanks' drink. That's not happening. If anything, well, let's read the options. Yes, and I have done similar things before. Actually, you know what this does? I know people feel some kind of way about TikTok, but sometimes TikTok has some funny videos, all right? And there's this one where it's this dude being like, you know, when it's your first time being a hitman, and he pours like the poison in the drink, stirs it with his finger, like, you know, he's being all, you know, you can't tell that he's doing it, but then he goes and tastes it. He turns his back, walks takes 2 steps and just drops. It's just like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you go poison someone's drink and then taste it? You idiot. But anyways, yes, if I thought I could get away with it, no. Although if Asima money would tempt me, no. I would warn. Yeah, I'd warn King Tanks, and then or Queen Tanks. What, you know? The point is, no. It could, if I like the king, and then they're a good king. No, no. Now, if I don't like the king, like if we're talking about, let's say, someone I don't like, but not even jokingly, like I don't think I don't really not like. I mean, like outside of like racist and people, I mean, like I don't think I really have any problem with anybody. Yeah, so no, we're just not doing it. All right, a plague is sweeping across your country. What about that, Chief? Would you undertake a dangerous mission to find a cure, heal the sick as best you can, avoid contact with the sick, flee the country? We're skipping this question. All right, let's see. Would you respect the lawful authority of the rulers of the land? Yes, long live the queen. Who's the queen? Who is my queen? Excuse? I don't. Ah, that is right. Never mind. I am taken by the mean streets of, here. Obviously, I'm not going to give away my location. That's true, I forgot. Yes, our rulers are generally fair and just. No, a ruler is no better than anyone else. Rulers are invariably corrupted by power. I wouldn't say every ruler is corrupted by power, right? Historically, that's why, this is up for opinion, of course, but I feel like there's definitely been some that are better than others. I don't think having power automatically makes you corrupt, but you can absolutely be corrupted by having power, yes. It's up to the person to make sure that they're keeping on top of that and humbling themselves, which is unfortunately a lot more rare than it is unrare. So, you know, it definitely seems that way, but I think it's still this one though. No, they're no better than me. Cool, you have a crown. Nice. You know what I have? I have a hat. Cool, we both got things on our head, so we're even. If you were offered a reasonably lucrative deal, would you spy for a hostile foreign power? Yes, because my nation could stand to be knocked down a peg. Oh boy. Well, we're not getting into that conversation because there's definitely some I'd probably whatever country you live in, there's probably everybody has some, I don't want to say like, you know, the cliche bad apples, but like there's some things that happen and then everyone's judging your country off of that and you're just like, but that's not really representative of the whole. It's just unfortunately like either the most vocal, and of course because bad news and drama gets more attention, what is in the forefront than all of the decent and good people that are trying to do things, because that's not newsworthy. Who cares about the I mean, obviously I'm saying that sarcastically, a lot of people care about the good stuff, but like news cycle wise, that's not how it works. So, you know, yes, because my nation's secrets, that seems so weird. I just say that, say like I feel like, you know, that's an interesting one, because could it? Not my nation, not the G Republic. We're good, but no. We're obviously talking about from spying from a hostile power. No, because I might get caught. No, because I never violate the trust my nation put. No, I don't know about any trust my nation has in me. I think my answer still might be no. Only because at the end of the day, where I was going with this first option was at the very end of the day, when it comes to certain nations, including the one I live in, I have friends or family or both that I care about in said nation that I want to see thrive and survive. So at the end of the day, I wouldn't do it because I care about that, right? I have friends that, for example, live in this country. So at some level, I want this country to be successful because it means they will probably be successful, or at least they will survive and, or, you know, just not be, you know, killed. Same with other nations, right? Like I have friends in other countries at this point, Australia, the UK, and all them places. Those countries' well-beings matter to me, at least to some level, because I have friends that live there that I want to see succeed and also be safe. So I would not. It's not really because I might get caught, but I don't think I'm trusted by my nation. So, yeah. Do you rely on the government to enforce contracts and property rights? Absolutely not. Let's see. Yes, because maintaining the rule of law is more important than any individual dispute. Yes, because the courts are best equipped to handle such disputes. Are you kidding me? The government can't even pave roads. Well, Jesus. Absolutely not. If I can't defend it myself, I don't deserve to have it. I don't know about that one, but thoughts on crime and punishment. Yeah, we've played all the Danganronpa games on this channel, so let's go. If imprisoned, would you injure or kill others to escape? Yes, serves them right for locking me up. Yes, they know the risk when they took the job. All right. No, except for minor wounds that would easily heal. No, those guards are just doing their jobs. Yes, serves them right for locking me up. It says injure or kill, so I don't have to kill. It could just be injure. Here's my thing, though. If I was locked up, and we're talking about escaping, I kind of would want to do it like Batman style, or like stealth style, like kind of even like a Way Out. I won't spoil that game if you haven't played it but want to play it, and I guess that's technically a little bit of a spoiler. It is called A Way Out. So obviously there must be a way out. But yeah, I think I would want to. I wouldn't care, but like that's what I mean by Batman style. We probably would have to knock a few people out. And I don't know. Look, I'm thinking about a world where who would imprison me and for why? And as such, would I then care if I'm trying to escape? And my answer is probably no. But again, I don't have to kill. I don't have to kill them. They kind of are doing their jobs, but most likely if I'm in prison, there's some corruption going on. So there's that. Do you accept a noble's right to treat badly the serfs who work on his land? Yes, they're lucky they're not slaves. Yes, because sometimes only fear will motivate them. No, nobles should rule as kindly as possible. No one has any right to treat another badly, period. Oh, that was easy. You have committed a crime. Do you confess and make... Okay, this is already wrong. Confess and make... I can't read. I said I'd. I said miss. I said... I don't even... What I'm saying? Confetti? Confess and attempt to make the restitution to the victim. Depends. Confess, throwing yourself on the mercy of the... Absolutely not. Hide your involvement, lying if you have to. Try... Oh, absolutely pin the crime on another. Absolutely pin the crime on another. Hey, I know you guys think I'm the traitor, alright? But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. The other person could be self-reporting. They're probably self-reporting. Why do I have a defib? I'm the survivalist. If you don't believe me, look, I'll go arrest someone right now that I supposedly killed. Come with me. By yourself. By yourself. I only trust you. By yourself. Come here. Come here. That works every time. If guilty, would you confess your crime? Yes, because it is my duty to do so. Yes, because it might get me a lighter sentence. No, I'd make the magistrate prove my guilt, or no, and I try to prove my innocence. If I'm guilty, I don't think there's any proving. That almost seems like groveling. We don't grovel and beg at that point, or ever actually. But I would make them have to prove it. If I'm guilty, it's the onus honest. It's on you to prove it at that point. I'm not gonna give you any help on that regard. Forget that. Would you express a revolutionary political opinion if threatened with punishment? Yes, I'd rather be punished than remain silent. Up the revolution. Yes, someone's got to speak the truth. No, although I might privately express my opinion to friends. No, politics aren't getting worked up. Yeah, they're not. I don't know if I have the right to say that actually after, you know what? Okay, cool. When traveling, you witness an assault. You are ordered to testify, which will delay your travel significantly. Do you slip out of town at night to avoid testifying? Deny you saw anything? Remain reluctant? Testify and leave? Remain until the trial's conclusion in case further testimony is needed? I'm going to deny I saw anything. Depends on the assault, though. There are certain... Depends. Like, if two people got into a scuffle, I'm like, that's their business. Whatever. Cool. If we're talking about, like, someone got, like, a group of bad people jumped somebody and beat them up or did something bad, we're testifying. Those guys deserve to get thrown under a Tetris block. Thoughts on business and economy? Oh, great. Because technically I'm in college. It's funny because for some reason I have a deceptively large amount of business classes and economy classes that I'm taking in this degree, despite the fact that I just got done with a physical integrated science class, which was really fun, actually. I really enjoyed that class. What is the best use of wealth? To help the destitute and less fortunate, to provide the needs for family and friends, to stay on top of your heap, not only stay on top, but keep others no, it's provide. We talked about that earlier. I'm saying it. Get to streaming or get back to streaming. All right, do it. You don't get a choice, by the way. I'm not saying you as a choice thing. I'm just being nice because I probably like you in some capacity. So I'm not gonna yell at you, or I'm not gonna like bark it as an order, but it is still an order and you need to do it. Preferably now, only until you get affiliate. Then you can go back to streaming like once a year even. And then, you can still get money dumped on you at that point. Do it. Do it now. Maybe not right now. You can finish this first and then probably get something to eat because you forgot to eat because that's your life. But then afterwards, at least look into it, all right? You don't have to do it immediately. Just look into it, all right? Cool. When confronted by beggars, do you give generously, give moderately, give only what I wouldn't miss anyway, a copper or two at most, ignore them as you walk? Nah, I've experienced that. I actually tend to just give people. Like, if I got it like that, I might as well just give it, because the thing about them, like, I mean, there's certain people where, I mean, beggars get a certain reputation, and they fall into one of two groups. You got the ones that are kind of in the situation because they kind of... It's weird to say want to be, but it's like there are options that have been proposed to them to get them out of the situation, and they don't want to take it. And then there's the ones who generally have fallen on hard times, and they're in the situation not by their own choosing. And for me, it's like, look, if it's that second situation, they already had to humble themselves to try and ask people for money anyways. Asking for money is one of the things like really no one likes doing. I don't like asking for money. I never ask for money if I can help it. I have friends that are very adamant about against asking people for money, even if it's something that would benefit them, or like say like their stream or like their work career, whatever. Like if you've humbled yourself at that point and you happen to possibly be, obviously I wouldn't be able to tell unless I asked them. I'm not gonna get into their business, but like they could be in that second group, and it's like, you know, even I've been there before at this point where it's like everything just went wrong in a way you could not control, and it's unfortunate, but yeah. By using magic, you could fool the village merchants into thinking your copper pieces were made of gold. Do you? Oh, absolutely. What? Yes. And I'll buy as much as I can. Yes, but I'll only cheat the rich merchants. No, it's too risky. No, those merchants have families to feed. Why'd you have to hit me with the families to feed thing? Now I feel bad. Now Larry, Larry the merchant. Now he has Small Larry that he has to feed. But then again, he named his son Small Larry. His first name is Small. He's probably not that good of a father at that point. So actually, yes, and I'll buy as much as I can. Don't name your child Small Larry. Why did you do that, Larry? Larry just ruined it for everybody. There was a part where this could almost maybe have tugged at my heartstrings, but then you went and you just terrible naming. I can't talk. If I ever got married, my wife was probably just naming whatever kid or kids we have. I'm not risking it. I'm usually either really good or really bad at naming stuff. But people can get bullied for that, and so I'm not risking that. I'm like, you know what, honey, you go ahead, you name the kids, because if I name them, they might get bullied before they're even in like 2nd grade. I don't know. So cool. You have 2 job offers. One pays more, but the other is secure and steady. Which do you choose? Oh, okay. So like YouTube and like working at Boeing, for example. Since I'm not gonna give away my exact location, but that's local enough. Relative to my degree. So let's see. Definitely the lucrative job. Steady work sounds like the drudgery. I mean, like a cubicle 9 to 5 definitely sounds like I would lose my mind, if I'm being honest. I think I'm too creative of a person at this point that I could not do like a standard average, like there would have to be something more to it. Like even some of the friends I have jobs where it sounds like they at least walk around or do something, right? They're not just stuck at like which is ironic, like a computer screen for like 8 hours doing one specific like minute task. It sounds like even the ones that are like at a station are doing multiple tasks of some sort. Which I guess is not really that bad at that point. Which is not. None of the jobs that my friends have, I'm insulting. I'm talking about a very specific niche kind of a thing that would be like, I don't think I could do that. Probably the lucrative job, although I'd look into the secure job. The secure job, unless the other job was outrageously lucrative, definitely the secure job because I plan on the long term. Okay, well, in this scenario that we have created, right? We're talking about if we're talking about YouTube and Boeing, but if YouTube's lucrative, it means it's popped off. Now, this one's still kind of interesting for some reasons, but this one kind of allows me to still be flexible. It's one of the things that I've realized, and I know this video is already long, but it's just gonna have to be longer. It's one of the things I've realized about like the last year. I think I talked about this in the Minecraft video, where part of the reason the skins were so inaccurate, in my opinion. I'm a perfectionist, but I also didn't see a lot of people in VR chat in 2020. And no, the indication of how good our friendship isn't based on how many times we've seen each other in VR chat. I don't think there's anybody that would message me and be like, hey, idiot. First of all, that's already going downhill. We'd be like, yo, stupid. We haven't seen each other in VR chat like every day this week, so obviously there must be something wrong. That doesn't happen, and it won't happen, pretty sure. But I usually, part of the reason, and I use VR chat I could use other things too, but it's like, how often am I available to be around? Even if I'm not hanging out necessarily, was I available to hang out? And not like, was I invited to hang out? Most of the friends I have are like, no, it's fine, you can join this, whatever. It's more like was I in a position, did I plan like college and stuff in a way that I could have been there if I wanted to? And then the unfortunate thing about 2020, the answer was no. And I feel bad about that. So that's what I kind of meant in the Minecraft video too, when I talked about that earlier this week, was I did not do a good job planning that stuff. And so that's part of why I didn't see some people. I only saw like twice. I've already seen them more in 2021 than I saw them in all of 2020. We're only like a month in, because I've done a better job planning things. But that is one of the things that does appeal to me if like this ever did take off, is the flexibility. I would very easily be able to kind of do this and just create stuff, which I like doing, but I also would be able to be flexible around other friends' schedule. Like let's say, like, right, we've been playing with Digi and crew, right? Let's say an event was coming up. Like let's say they planned an event of some sort. Let's say I think Digi once mentioned like a charity thing he wants to do one day. Right? Let's say let's say he fleshed that out and it was a whole event and all of us were getting involved, right? If I'm doing something like this, I'm very flexible and I could be like, oh hey, yeah, I can clear my schedule if I had anything, unless it was like a pre-planned event of another kind and we can just be there, versus oh hey, I have to work or something like that, kind of a thing. You know what I mean? Like that is one of the things that kind of appeals to me sometimes, and when I sometimes think about like, what if this ever did pop off? It's like, that's one where I could make sure I could be around for stuff like that. Or just in general, right? I could stay up till 5 a.m. in VR chat because there's no consequence. I can sleep in, wake up, and just, it's whatever. which is obviously a dreamer kind of a mindset, don't get me wrong, but it's like, sometimes I think about stuff like that, because I never really have, of all the plans that I have about if things go wrong in any avenue, I don't really have a lot of plans about, well, what if things go right? That's something I should do more in 2021. But yeah, so in that case, I would, in this scenario, do that. What's the best path to wealth? It's a matter of luck and being in the right place at the right time, staying flexible so you can take advantage of good opportunities, following a long-term plan that incorporates a comfortable level of risk, hard work, and perseverance. Define wealth, right? Because at a minimum, hard work and perseverance, right? You work hard at your job, you at least hard and persevere through all the stuff. You don't get fired, you have wealth, you can build up every paycheck, even put some stuff to the side, and there you go. Following a long-term plan that incorporates a comfortable level of risk. This is kind of an interesting one, because depending on your line of work, people would say you do have to take some risk. And so if you're taking comfortable levels of risk, are you even taking a risk then, right? It's like a calculated risk, which you should probably be taking, but at the same time, if it's a comfortable level of risk, if it's a calculated risk, is it risky enough to actually have a good payout, right? A long-term plan is a good idea. That could work too. Basically, both of those answers are probably like the correct answer in terms of like if you were giving somebody advice. Yes. Now, staying flexible so you can take advantage of good opportunities. This one kind of speaks more of on the creator side, I feel. I use creator here as in just people that create stuff. So if you create streams, if you create videos, if you create art, there's probably, obviously there's individual terms that you could use instead, but I'm encompassing that because like I said, this is already long enough. Let's wrap this up. But yes, there's this idea, like with, and I'll use YouTube as an example, where I'll use the first one first, because it's a matter of luck and being in the right place at the right time. That was me with No Straight Roads, right? We started 2020, we started like the 50-day challenge where I did 50 videos in 50 days, and then we had Helltaker, which did deceptively good, actually, in terms, especially because of watch time. Like people that watch that video watch like the whole video, which I've made long videos before, but people usually watch like 2 minutes, 4 minutes maybe. People on that one, it was an hour-long video, and people were watching on average like 40 minutes. I'm like, oh, okay, well, cool. That kind of started something. But then we got into Danganronpa, and that started the consistency thing, where people that, again, they clicked on those videos tend to watch a lot of those videos because they knew they're clicking on a long video. So that's like the long-term incorporated plan part, right? But here's what I talk about the luck. No Straight Roads dropped. It was a game that some people were hyped for. I had a friend that voice acted in it, which is why I recommend it to people. Uncle Ali, he voices DJ Subatomic Supernova. And I played that game after I finished the second Danganronpa game. I was like, okay, I'll play this, and then we'll roll into Ultra Despair Girls, and then we'll finish with V3, and that'll probably end the year. That game blew up, actually. Yeah, tens of thousands of views per video. That's the first time I'd ever had something like that happen, really ever. And it was that there was a matter of luck involved in that, because there's no reason at the time I had like 350 subs. So the algorithm, there's no reason it should have favored me that hard, but it did for just whatever reason. The algorithm was like, you know what? I like you today and for like the next week. Even passively the channel is gaining views, which is passively doing stuff from that series still, from those videos still. And so it's just like, there's a little bit, but the thing about it, what I would say is more true though, is you can get lucky, sure, but you still have to be in a position to capitalize on that, right? Like, let's pretend I was like a big old famous YouTuber, right? And I had this thing where I would give small creators like shout outs or like stage time. Like the analogy I'll use here is I have a concert hall of some sort, right? And all these other people I'm giving the stage to. Like, you can go up on stage for like 5 minutes, do your thing in front of a large audience. Exposure, right? Because that sometimes could be a mountain to climb, is the exposure. Some of the friends I have on Twitch, we've even had that conversation about the exposure and discoverability on Twitch versus other platforms, right? Like, as bad as YouTube is in some aspects, YouTube still apparently, like the No Straight Roads, has very good discoverability, depending. But in this scenario, I'm giving you the stage, and if you take the stage, that's great. Now you're exposed in front of people. They know your name. Your name's up above on a banner. It's cool. But if you're not able to capitalize on that nothing's going to happen. It's why people can give other people shout outs and nothing really happens, because you have to be able to be ready to then kind of take that on and be able to entertain that audience further. Getting people in the door is one thing. Getting people to stay in their seats afterwards is another, basically, is what I'm saying. So long-winded answer saying, you could say it's a matter of luck and being in the right place at the right time, but then you also have to take advantage of it. You have to have the tools, you have to have the skills, you have to have the organization to already be ready to go at that point, or nothing's gonna happen. You're just gonna be on the stage and people remember you for like a little bit, but then that's it, and then that's it's whatever. You know what I mean? Realistically, though, these are the correct answers. If you accepted a job or contract, would you finish the task even if it got much more dangerous? So basically deals, right? Let's see. Yes, my word is my bond. Yes, because it's good to have a reputation for dependability. You can bet I'd be renegotiating. If it's no longer a good deal, then the deal is off. No, I like I said, it might take longer than it's supposed to, as 2 people are learning, and I'm sorry, at least kind of sorry. But no, if I made a job or a contract or a deal, it's going to be met. That's what I do. Sometimes it takes time because things go wrong or such, but there we go. Now we're a cinnamon roll. We're a purest cinnamon roll. We're gonna submit. Neutral evil. That's a lie. A neutral evil villain does whatever she can get away with. She's out for herself, pure and simple. She sheds no tears for those she kills, whether for profit, sport, or convenience. She has no love or order and holds no illusion that follows laws, traditions, or codes would make her any better or more noble. On the other hand, she doesn't have the restless nature or love of conflict that a chaotic evil villain has. The criminal who robs and murders to get what she wants is neutral evil. Some neutral evil villains hold up evil as an ideal, committing evil for its own sake. Most often, such villains are devoted to evil deities or secret societies. The most common phrase for neutral evil is true evil. That's literally the opposite of pure cinnamon roll. Neutral evil is the most dangerous alignment because it represents pure evil without honor and without variation. Oh my goodness. Okay, I've been exposed and I don't like it. Dang. I mean, look. That's kind of how I play TTT. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, look. Wait, hold on. Time. Well, okay. Yeah, that was it. I'm kind of curious. I am kind of curious. There's some questions we were a little bit 50-50 on, and I am curious if I swap those, would I get to become a pure cinnamon roll? I'm guessing no. I'm guessing the answer is no. I'm guessing no matter what. Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah. That's unfortunate. Hang on. Let's run that back. No, run it back. Run it, just run it all the way back. Yeah, run it back here. Let's, hang on. Let's say we're staying flexible. No, those merchants have family. Okay, let's say we don't, small Larry, look, you're gonna be in some trouble with the bullies, but not with us. Deny assault, anything. That was when we were kind of like, if it was a bad assault, like it was stuffs. So okay. Which one would be pure here? Would you no, let's just stay out of it. If you're guilty, well, no, again, you have to prove it. TTT, okay, that one I can't change that one. I'm sweating. We have a reputation to keep here. Hold on. Do you rely, if you were offered, no, do you, if offered money, we're not killing, no, your country is racked with, would you stand, no, do members, yeah, do you, if you were injured, would you, I mean, okay, there was, yeah, because, okay, so that one, maybe, that's a pure answer. I'm a bad person. Yes, are you still in touch? No. Oh, great. Now I have to relive that. Okay, cool. 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 Personal stuff. Let's go. Do you insist? Do you lifetime? Okay, we'll swap to that one. Would you? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Do you? Yeah. Should we swap that one to a few close friends? Because at this point, I do. A powerful but corrupt. Take money. Strange. Die. Your friend. Do you respect? Would you betray? We're already back at the top. I don't think we changed it enough. I think it's just the same answer. It's the same answer. Well, okay, we're gonna end the video. Thank you so much for watching this video. This was an interesting test. The graphic linked us again. It was like a VR chat. We were just adventuring around like 4 in the morning. We just spontaneously got into this discussion. So there we go. Dang, cool. The title of this is still going to be something like "I'm pure and wholesome" or whatever. So there we go. But I guess now we know the answer. For now, I guess I gotta. God dang. Well. Okay. Okay. Sure. Outro. Thank you for watching the video. I don't know which video will be next. We're just gonna have to wait and see. So until this time, take care and enjoy pizza responsibly. Thank you for watching. Wow. I'm the worst.